Hi and welcome to Psychology 2. Now I'd like to go through your syllabus to make sure you're clear about what the expectations are for this course. Now it's important, the syllabus is kind of like a compass where it helps you navigate through whatever you're going through. Well, in this case, going through our course. So the syllabus is a way of organizing yourself, and it says everything that we need to know about where things are, or at least what we have to be able to accomplish in this class. But I want to go through a number of things in the syllabus to bring it to your attention to make sure you understand. So let's get started. Now, it's online, which of course I suspect you know, but you may not be all familiar with it being asynchronous. Now, for a designation, asynchronous is really about being able to take the course at any time that you want during the semester. Unlike a synchronized online class where we all meet at the same time, or an in-class where you meet at the same place at the same time, asynchronous has none of that. You can take this course anywhere it fits your schedule. So it's important to pull out a calendar and put in all of your content from your other courses and then find where you have spot for 3 hours to put into this course. Now, asynchronous comes with a bit of a caveat. And what I mean by that is asynchronous really demands strong time management. And really what's important about time management is to record everything in a calendar where it indicates where the due dates are and expectations are for the course. And I'll make that more clear when we get to that part of the syllabus. So let's move right along though. I want to get down to how to contact me. Now, that's my email, so please feel free to email me with any questions, but there is a protocol to doing emails. So one of the things that's really important within the protocol is I need to know your name. That makes sense. But I also need you to mention what class of mine you're in, because I teach 4 different courses every semester. So unless I know which course you're in, I may not be able to answer your question very well. Okay? And then the last thing is, please fill in the subject line. Now there is a number of spams that I get that have no subject, so I do not respond to any email with no subject. So please put a subject in. That could be the class name, and then I'll be happy. It's all about me. And at the very bottom there you see a required course text. Now it's an e-text, and I will put in to Blackboard a way in which you can navigate to get to where your text is. Now it's an e-text, and it's required. It's required because the videos that I make for the content, although there's a lot of content in it, and it's from the textbook directly, I also add content to those videos that are based on my experience in different elements of my life that can apply to psychology. So the tests are based on the concepts and the definitions that are in the textbook. So with that textbook, it will help you with your test. All right, let's carry on and move down a little further. I'm going to move to here. The class and college policies. Now this is important from the point of view that a lot of times when students don't have good time management or neglect to put things into a calendar, they forget that things are due. They get overwhelmed with other work and other responsibilities. I appreciate that. But that site will give you some indications about what circumstances by which a faculty will accept a request for an extension or to reopen something that was missed. Most circumstances are not accepted. So please avail yourself of the regulations, because if you ask me for an extension or to reopen something and it does not fit within the college policy, I won't be opening or giving an extension. It's unfair to the rest of the students who have done their best to do it on time. Now, below that you see student services. Now, you don't know throughout the semester when you may need academic counseling, personal counseling, or career counseling. Student services can offer you some support that way. The disability services specialist and access and tutoring, Howard does a great job. And if you have a disability and it's been documented and you have that documentation, Howard will set you up and help you with whatever accommodations are required, as well as some adaptive technology potentially, but that's where that help comes from. And all faculty, when they receive those letters, will provide that support. Let's get to the next page, shall we? Now, here what I've done is just put down what the overall breakdown of material is for you. 60% of our tests are tests. Sorry, 60% of the course are 3 tests at 20% each. The assignment that you're going to do is a video assignment, and it'll be worth 20%. And then there are 5 journals, and they're worth 20%. And that includes your orientation quiz. So that's why it's also important to watch that orientation video. One, it's where the questions for the quiz are coming from, but also it will help you understand how to navigate the Blackboard shell that I've set up and where things are that you'll need and how to get to them. Now, further down here, you'll see I've broken the things down to give you an idea. I'll just put it to there. And what I wanted to show you is that the tests are going to be basically multiple choice, and they will be 1 week open, Monday to a Friday at 8 a.m. on the Monday and Friday at 5 p.m. You have an opportunity to make 2 attempts in that 3-hour period. Now, not everybody does. Some people spend a lot of time to do 1 test and do it well. Some people have time to have a second attempt, and it's the highest score that will count. All right. The research that will be found in the same location as this this syllabus, and so will the journal document. Each will come with its own video to help you understand what the expectations are. Then we get to the week-to-week expectations. And what I've done is I break it down into each week and what the content will we be covering in that week, and the chapter that it's associated with it you'll find in the textbook. This textbook is used for both Psychology 1 and Psychology 2, so we don't cover all the content in this particular course. And then you'll see on the online section that I've put dates for the open and close to remind you of when things are. So that's where all the dates are. Now at the top left you'll see how to start the semester off to a good start. I would really highly recommend watch the orientation video first. Do the quiz, get that out of the way, and be familiar now with how to access things, and then go into the shell and start playing around and seeing where things are. Grab your syllabus assignment and journal. Take a look at week 1 and see what's there and how they're laid out. I do everything exactly the same each week to make it a little easier. There's no surprises. So if we continue down a little further, you notice when I put in these dates, like for the test here, I have an open date. So the test 1 is open February 5th at 8 a.m. and it closes February 9th at 5 p.m. If you try to write that test at February 9th at 5:05, it won't be available for you to do. It won't open. So make sure you do things on time. That means I would highly recommend a calendar. There's your assignment due on March 22nd, 5 p.m. no later. And so you see, everything is mapped out, and it's important to keep that in check. So if you have your syllabus, you're less likely to forget anything. The last little section here is just on academic honesty and plagiarism. Be academically honest. Avoid plagiarism. Don't give your work to anybody else. Don't let your work be taken by anybody else, and don't take anybody else's work. That will be an academic penalty. All right? Well, everybody, I hope this has helped you out. Please take the time to watch the orientation video, get your video assignment and your journal documents and watch those videos, and then start getting ready, and I'll see you in week 1. Okay. Bye now. I'll see you in week 1 in a video. Okay, everybody, bye now.